Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we talk about dating advice for women who are 50 and older. I tell you my real life dating experiences. I give you commentary after my dates. I give you commentary before my dates. I guess I just do everything that how my life really is. Okay, I'm single, never married. I'm on this hypergamous journey with you. I've had to level things up and I'm still learning and growing, and it's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been up and down, but I'm committed to the process, and I hope that you are too. So I have a line of journals. So I'm going to do, I subscribe to Shira71's channel and Mina Irfan, the Universe Guru. And I've watched these women, do their channels. And so I'm a follower of them, and I love the way that they do their channels. So I have a line of journals on Amazon. I have about 17 to 20 of them. And each one has a statement on the cover. They're simple, unlined journals, unguided. You just free form thinking and thoughts. So I use my own product. And I am on this one, Never Let Your Fear Decide Your Fate. And I'm almost done. So I have this much, I'll try to let you see my personal information. I have this much left to go. So I've written this much, and I have this much left to go. So I journal every day. And I wrote in this journal, Never Let Your Fear Decide Your Fate. I have to read that every time I look at this journal and I open it and I begin to write. And it inspires me to not do that. So when I started the Hypergamous Journey, I was afraid. I thought, well, I'm having this issue as a 61 at the time. No, 60. Yeah, 61. I'm having these dating problems. So I'm sure there are other women in their 60s who are having this dating problem as well. So I think I told you, no, maybe I didn't. So anyway, I thought I was dating someone. I thought I was dating someone. He and I talked about, dating each other. We didn't say exclusively, but that we were dating. And then it just fell apart. And so the title of this video is Men Treat You the Way They Think About You. And so during the holiday, I think I told you I met his family and everything went well. And New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we spent time together and things went well there. And then he travels. And so, he would call me from the place where he was and text me. And then I noticed that one week he went away and I didn't hear from him at all. And he called me Friday evening, and I was out of town. I didn't share with him that I was out of town. And so I told him I was out of town, and I would call him when I got home, and I did. And when I did call him, he said that he was, running some errands and that he would call me back. I have not heard from him. And it's been a week. So that made me think about the title of the video. Men treat you. I'm looking down in my journal. Never let your fear decide your fate. And so that gave me the title of this video, Men Treat You the Way They Think About You. So I tried to put the thing in perspective. Yes, we talked about dating, but we didn't say exclusively. We didn't talk about consistency. We didn't talk about any of the things that make you feel like someone is seriously dating you. And because I didn't bring them up, then I determined that it was just like a loose kind of dating. But I thought we would be seeing each other and talking to each other every week. And then it would grow from there, since this is a person I've known for like 20 something years. But that didn't happen. And so now he's just gone silent. So I decided I don't chase men. I never did. So I just mimicked their behavior. So since I was the one that our last date together, I texted him to say I had a great time. He called and texted back that he did too. So I initiated that conversation after our date. And then we talked when I went away and came back, and he said he would call me back, which he has not done. So I got to thinking about a couple of things. Number one, I don't chase men. He knows that I don't. But, men do what they do. They treat you like they treat everybody else until they know that you're different. So today, a lot of women, mature and young, chase men. And, either he wants to date me seriously or even casually, but on a consistent basis, or he doesn't. I'm not going to have a conversation with him about it. I'm just going to let his behavior and his treatment of me speak for itself. The fact that he has not called me means that he doesn't want to talk to me. It means that he doesn't want to see me. And I'm cool with that. Now I had to get to a place of coolness because it was very confusing. I had to put everything in context. Because if I analyze different things individually and out of context, then I'm going to come up with the wrong conclusion. And that is a no-no. So I put everything in context. So I thought, well, he was lonely, so that's why I got invited over for the holiday. He didn't want to be alone. He's a recent widow, so he didn't want to be alone. So we had a good time, and that was that. Now, the dating part, I asked him about the dating part. I was like, you travel a lot. How does this dating fit in? He said he didn't know. Red flag, ding, ding, ding. And then we didn't establish any boundaries about the dating part of it. And that, to me, that's not a red flag because I just wanted to see how it went. Now, if he had said something like, Denise, I want to date you. I'm serious about you. I really like you. And then I could have brought out like, well, what does that mean? How consistent will you be? What can I expect regarding dating since you're out of town 5 days of the week? So we didn't have that conversation. And so the fact that I haven't heard from him since he said he was going to call me back, I may hear from him tomorrow in 2 days, 3 days, whenever. But whenever I hear from him, it's going to be light and everything is going to be fine. I'm not going to be angry or anything because this is my decision. I decide how I'm going to respond when people do this. And so I think they call this ghosting or something like that. They call it whatever. I mean, we have, terminology for things in the psychology of today, that magazine, they talk about ghosting and how it's detrimental emotionally and mentally. And that is true. But, back in the day, we just called that I ain't heard from them. It's just simple. I ain't heard from them and govern myself accordingly. So how does this relate to you? We can't put all our eggs in one basket, ladies. We can't put all our eggs in one basket. When my friend found out that I had gone out of town, and I didn't discuss it with him, I didn't mention it to him, he was like a little bit, how do you say it? I can't describe the word, but he was like, you went out of town? That's the way he said. You went out of town? I don't remember you telling me. And I said, I didn't. He's like, okay, well, I'm running some errands right now. I'll call you back later. I didn't hear from him. But see, the previous week, he hadn't called me for 5 days. I hadn't heard from him all week. So I interpret that as that he thought he had me pegged. He thought he had me pegged because I've been available. He'll call me the night before. We go out the next day. I usually don't operate that way, but I did. I know him 25 years plus as a friend. So, yeah. We have to stop analyzing men and their damn reasons for their behavior. Stick to the facts, me included. I'm talking to you too. Myself too. I have to stick to the facts. I didn't hear from him in 5 days. When I did talk to him, I told him I was out of town. He said he would call me back. He did not. Those are the 3 facts. Those are the 3 main facts. So we're dating very loosely. And when he calls, I will go out with him if I feel like it. And if I don't, I won't. So we're dating very loosely. No strings attached. He does what he wants to do. I do what I want to do. If we had a discussion about the boundaries of our dating and what the expectations were about our dating, then I would have told him I was going out of town. But we didn't have that discussion. When I asked him how does dating fit in with his travel for work, he said, I don't know. So I didn't ask anything else about it. I said, well, I'll make myself available if I feel like going out with him when he calls. And I have been doing that up until last weekend when I was out of town. So I think he had his feelings about that. And he's a good man. He's a good man. He's a good person, a good friend, a protector, provider, all of that. He is those things. But he's the man who's taking care of himself first. And I don't blame any man for taking care of themselves first. Men are better at that than women. And I'm taking care of myself. And so I just wanted to share with you that real life experience that I have with my friend. And yeah, and so it's all good. It's all good because I'm going to take care of Denise and he's going to take care of himself. And we're going to get together when we want to and have time. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Like this video. Like this video so that it can get into the algorithm for YouTube. And other women who are in this age demographic, who are going through similar things, can be made aware, show up on YouTube in their feeds and things of that nature. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.